Well, really hard-fought game, and I've been really impressed with Butler. I know those guys have been under, a tremendous amount of adversity here early in the season, which is unfortunate. The COVID virus has obviously hit them at a tough time, and they've had to work through it. But as I watched them play the other night against Villanova, very impressed with their team. I think their young guys are really doing a great job, and they're physical. And as they played today, I mean, to start the game, we weren't ready for the physicality. And I thought that they brought it a lot more regularly inside. They were a much tougher team than us in the first half. And we just had to really come together at halftime. Not a whole lot of X's and O's, but, it's one of those things where you have to find a way to dig yourself out of it. And I thought we challenged ourselves, and I thought our guys really were disappointed in the way that we played. And I thought in the second half, we came out with a much better approach. Our attitude was much different. And it started on the defensive end. We were able to continue to get stops throughout the course of the game. That helped us get some easy ones. But I thought in general, Race Thompson really answered the bell in the second half and gave us another presence inside and around the basket along with Trace. So that was important. And our guards did a good job. I thought the assist totals in the game to have 19 assists. Realistically, if you look at Al being 4-1 today and Rob 3-0, and I believe Galloway was 5-0, those guys did some really good things to help Armand get going, and he was the beneficiary of some of those. But make no mistake, those were big shots that Armand made, and his confidence levels are at a really good place as this non-conference finishes up. But we're proud of our group and what we've been able to do. And non-conference schedule's over. This was an important game for us. Got a lot of respect for Butler, and as they get healthy, especially with Thompson being out, he's such an important piece to their puzzle. They're going to be in good shape heading into the Big East.
Alex?
Archie, you mentioned the difference in the second half defensively. What specifically do you think changed, and what did you emphasize maybe at halftime that you guys weren't doing well enough that you were noticing the first half?
I mean, they kind of maneuvered and manhandled us inside. I mean, they really did. That controlled the game. They were able to perimeter to post us from the perimeter. They were able to post one-on-one, and really they just had a lot of success playing one-on-one in the post. And they took advantage of our lack of help, and they took advantage of our lack of physicality. I thought, was pretty much, the main part of the game. I mean, they were able to do what they wanted, move where they wanted. They rebounded the ball physically. We couldn't post the ball. We couldn't get it inside. And at the end of the day, that's why the game felt funny for us. I thought we changed that in the second half. We were able to do a much better job of being tougher inside. And we also did a much better job of giving correct help when we needed to. But, the bottom line is they didn't shoot any uncontested layups in the second half. First half, they shot a lot of uncontested layups. We made a lot of hard plays. Guys were coming up with loose balls. And I thought very early in the first 4 minutes of the second half, we got our confidence going because we were able to get some stops.
Kevin?
Yeah, now that the non-conference schedule is over, Coach, how would you assess where you are right now heading into Big Ten play?
Probably like a lot of teams, you're still really trying to, get better. We're still trying to, create more of an opportunity for our bench to play. I think as we head in here, we know what is disaster if it doesn't happen in the games in terms of us being able to compete in the Big Ten. And I think it's been very evident. We have to rebound the ball by committee, and we have to do a much better job of it. We're going to have to do a great job of not giving up easy baskets inside. We have to do a better job of continuing to be creative there. And I think on offense, our turnovers, we continue to have 5 or 6 plays right now in our last 2 or 3 games that are just way too many turnovers. We can't play with 15 turnovers and win in our league. And we got to do a better job of executing. We got to do a better job of taking care of it. But, all in all, we're as battle tested as probably any team in the league in terms of understanding, what it's going to take for us to be successful. So I think we have that information, and we got to keep getting better. We got to keep getting more guys involved in the game. It's been tough because I think early on we're playing some really high level, intense games against good teams, and we aren't able to just massage guys in and out. But I'm here to tell you, I just don't know how we'll go through a Big Ten season without everybody on our team being able to contribute every game.
Tom?
Archie, this was
back-to-back games for Armand, hitting 5 3-pointers. How much difference does it make to your overall offensive play when you've got a guy willing to not only take the shots but knock them down?
Well, I mean, it's the ball going in the basket makes things easy. Sometimes good offense, beats good defense. And I think Armand's given us an outside weapon here in the last few games that, clearly has opened some things up inside. You got to worry about him. And I think we're going to be a better consistently shooting team as we continue to embrace sharing the ball. And I think you saw some guys really make some great passes in transition. And I think we had some great drives today where we were unselfish and had the ability to deliver a pass on time where we got rhythm shots. So that's very important for our team. And Armand, to me, he's playing with great confidence, but he's earned that right. He's working hard at it. And like I've said before, he's really developed into a player I think is one of the most improved players in our league this year.
Zach, then we'll finish up with Mike.
Jay, I guess at different times this season, you've talked about the high expectations these guys have for one another. I think you talked about it after Florida State. Is that maybe also reflective that halftime you talked about where your guys are able to just challenge themselves? That you said it's not a lot of X's and O's. It's a lot more just sort of being willing to meet the physical challenge. Is that maybe reflective of the same sort of quality that the expectation these guys are holding themselves to?
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, I think you have a reference as you look at the Florida State game and our inability to be able to finish that game and be tough enough. And I think, our team kind of knows, we're hanging our hat right now on being able to finish games, finish plays, make more hard plays in the game, be a scrappier, tougher team. And at halftime, when you're down by 5 or whatever it is, you look at the rebounding total, you're down, they're shooting at an unprecedented, percentage in the game. You're not competing hard enough. And we weren't. And I thought our guys were able to pick ourselves up off the ground and get going. And like I said before, it was really important that Race Thompson, really gave us an unbelievable boost in the second half. And, I thought Trace, was ready to play. We missed him a bunch in this game in the first half. And I thought in the second half, he commanded more attention. We were better inside in the second half, which helped us change this game. But I thought just in general, our group was disappointed at halftime. We knew how to answer the bell. There wasn't a whole lot of, hooting and hollering or whatnot. It's just, it is what it is. We were getting outworked. And I thought our guys did a much better job of responding. We cut the lead fast, and then we were able to grab a lead. And I think momentum shifted our way.
Final question, Mike.
Yeah, Arch, do you feel a little bit better about this team with all the threes and the open looks that you created these last 2 games?
Yes. I mean, I think, we've had a lot of these looks throughout the course of the season. But when the ball's not hitting a shooter's hands on time, on target, and rhythm, and we know where we get them from, you're going to have inconsistent percentages. You're going to have, jumbled offense. And I think here in the last few games, I'm not sure how many assists we had in the North Alabama game, but most of our threes, if you watch us play, I mean, they're coming off of unselfish driving, passing, one more is extra passes inside out of the post. They know where they're supposed to be getting them, and they're hitting them on time. And the more we can stop our team from taking tough, challenge 2-point shots where we land on the ground, and the more we can spray the ball and move it and share it, the better our team's going to be. And you're going to see that we have guys that are going to be able to step up and make more shots. But I'm happy with our team. We just got to keep getting better. We have a coachable group. They're in it for the right reasons. We've worked hard. Haven't had Joe all non-conference. And guys have stepped up, and we're going to need more guys to continue to step up and develop. I count on all these guys as we keep going that we're going to need them because, as you guys know, we play in the fiercest league in college basketball this year. And it's going to start up very quickly. And the mental challenge that it's going to take to get through it with no real time off is going to be something that we're going to have to be ready for.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yep.